Simple. I have a unique perspective. When my father became ill with dementia and it just progressed, I was his caregiver. I was always at the hospital, always everywhere, always at the home, always looking after him. When my mother with Alzheimer's, the same thing, looking after her no matter what as well. Stuff that was said to me, was not nice and sometimes downright cruel, but I kept going as a caregiver because of love. Strong love. When my brother had cancer that he fought for 8 months, I stuck with him every step of the way. And we went toe to toe with this. My sister, who passed at 27 from kidney failure. She was born with spinal bifida and wasn't expected to live. And she was a born paraplegic because of it. I did the same with her. I was 4 and 5 years old and 6 years old, packing bed sores and dressing them and lifting her on and off the toilet and doing all of that stuff at that young age. I was her caregiver as well. At the end, it's very difficult you have a unique experience if you're someone's caregiver. You see what's happening with your loved one. You don't want your loved one to suffer, yet it's very confusing because you want your loved one to stay. You don't want your loved one to go, yet you don't want your loved one to be in pain and suffering. It's so confusing. There was many a times I sat down after coming down from the hospital and got into my car and pounded on the steering wheel and bawled my eyes out, saying, God, do something, please take him. He's suffering. And then I'd start to cry, thinking, if he does, I won't see him again. But then it was selfish. So many damn emotions running through you all at one time. Yes, absolutely. And that's where I say it gives me, when my father died, I lost myself for a while. I had to make the decision to have him unplugged from things. That hurt me gravely, gravely. Last thing I ever wanted to do was do something like that and be responsible. And I felt responsible. And I felt, though it may be silly, I felt I caused his death. And though I went to church and we prayed and they said, no, it was God's will and it would have happened anyways. You just were loving and caring and didn't want that to go on any further. No more suffering. And you left it in God's hands. I just had a lot of trouble many years seeing that. And then after my father was buried in 2014, on my exes, he passed on my exes, here's another crazy thing. My brother passed on his son's birthday. And my father passed on my ex's birthday. Not coincidence. But I digress again. I saw so many things in hospitals and how people were treated and hated it. That's why I guess Robin Williams' favorite movie, Patch Adams, one of. treated people like human beings, got them to laugh. And I so agree with that. Every single thing that they were doing, I agreed with. I wasn't sick like this then at all. 2015, boom, done. Then the script was flipped, and I became the one with incurable, life-threatening diseases and life-altering diseases where this is it. And I got to see then people that love and care about me. I got to see the faces and the looks. I lost a lot of friends because they couldn't handle what they were seeing. It was too sad for them. They wanted me to make it better. I couldn't make it better. How could I make it better? I can't. I can only do what I could do for me. In my groups, there are people dying all over the place because of complications. From their heart, from their kidneys, from their liver, from the toxic medications that were given. Because there's nothing else safer. Because we're not worthy enough in numbers for the drug companies to do research for. And that's the honest to God's truth. There's no numbers. We don't have numbers, and we're not going to. So why are they going to sink hundreds and thousands, millions into research when they're not going to get the return? So they throw out dangerous medication with dangerous side effects. I've had to be pulled off of all of them. So effectively, there's really nothing for me, unfortunately, and for a lot of other people as well. So we sit and suffer. And I'm not sitting and suffering in silence. That's the difference. I'm letting people know what I go through, what happens to me. And this beautiful, beautiful, sweet woman with breast cancer, because it is puked again. This beautiful woman with breast cancer, no BS. I love that. No BS, because that's what I'm about. No BS. Said to me she had never seen anybody that has videos like mine, that's so out there. And I said, because everybody's different. There are many people talk about what was happening with them. I said about Dan the same thing. He vlogged about what was happening to him with cancer and his end of life. So he's not the only one. There's so many more out there that do the same as well. They want to get that recognition out there for what is happening in their bodies, what they're going through, to touch with other people who potentially are going through the same thing, and to uplift each other with as much might and power as we possibly can, as much positivity and love. And yes, hugs, virtual hugs, a lot of them. So, that's the difference. And everybody is different because everybody's suffering with different things. She has breast cancer. I told her she's a warrior. We, as a community of social media, are all here with her, fighting with her, to uplift her. I know on Facebook yesterday, there's a young lady, because we all fought with her on social media, she's put into remission. She lit a candle and wrote a heart and said remission. I said, thank you so much. Thank you for being with me through this. It does wonderful things, telling people what's happening in you, because you may help somebody take a good look at themselves for whatever reason. You may help somebody. I want to make sure I don't keep running over with time. So you keep, since it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, keep kicking breast cancer to the curb. My bestie has pancreatic cancer, and she calls me, or I call her, when things, we need that extra. And she'll cry, or I'll cry, and we just keep going. Keep going. I jumped out of a plane, and I knew if I made it out the other side, things were going to be fine. So never give in and never give up. No matter what you have, never give in and never give up. I have another friend who's deteriorating from MS. And the message as well is never give in and never give up. Doesn't matter. Doesn't have to be cancer, though I've had it twice. And I know fighting that is. I know what radiation does and is like. I know what all of that is and is like and what it does to the body. I know. Support, love, kind words, prayers, good vibes, everything. Positivity is needed. And the more people on social media, wherever you can get it on board, helps. So, Mish, I'm waiting for surgery. I have life-threatening and incurable diseases that seriously affect my life, the quality of my life. And I hope for surgery soon. Hold up each other. Support each other. And when the world can do that, I know it's going to be a better place. Maybe not in my lifetime, but my sons, my grandchildren. Love. Peace. Don't be asshats. Don't be cruel. And I'm thankful for everything and everyone who's entered my life. I'm so grateful and thankful for that. Mish, out.
Oh, ladies! Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and that means that while you're having a shower or in a tub, once a month you should be examining your breasts. If you notice any type of change in your breast, you call your doctor immediately. And for those ladies that are above a certain age, you should be calling your doctor to book a mammogram. That moment of uncomfortableness that you feel is nothing to being told that you have breast cancer. For those who have breast cancer in the family, should be screened immediately for the BRCA gene. So, healthy breasts, that's what we're looking for. And anything abnormal should be reported. Let's kick breast cancer in the ass.
I've got Elton glasses on. I'm in massive pain. Serious massive pain. My stomach, my head, everything's just going. I've been puking so bad today. Oh.
Hey, sure. Oh, God. Bubba, how you doing? Come say hey. But you gotta look that way, though. No, look that way. I swear he's like a cat. Oh, God, I'm gonna burp. I think. I don't want to barf on you. There we go. Okay. Thanks for the snot. So, today is Sunday, and the church came. Oh, buddy, please. Ooh. My stomach has been That's all I've got to say about that. My head has been That's all I've got to say about that too. Ooh, it's like the spike driving time. It's quite brutal, actually. And then I don't know what I did to the shoulder, my right shoulder, near my spine, but it's like, oh. My body's just saying, that's what it's doing. On top of all smoky, all covered with cheese. I have to be funny. Honestly, if I'm not funny with all of this, you just have to be. And that's how I deal with it. I'm funny. Or at least to me, in my own mind, I'm funny. So that's what I do. Everybody has and does their own things in their own way. And for me, this is what I do. Some people think it's kooky. Some people think I need assistance. Really? It's my sense of humor. That's all it is. It's my sense of humor. And if you don't have one, then buy one, rent one, steal one. I don't care. Just go and get one. So anyways, yeah. When you have as much stuff happening as I do with my body, go get a sense of humor. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Say no more, say no more. Monty Python. I have my intestines coming out. Down south. And they're not going for a vacation. Yeah. And it hurts really bad. Yeah. They're almost there. They're bubbling away. It's like, oh, I can't laugh. I can't do that, but it does leave me in a tremendous amount of pain. Dreyfus. I can't do my Dreyfus. Wait. That's why people think I'm seriously, no, I'm a kook. Our family is all kooks. That's what we do. We're kooky kooks from Cucamonga. As my father would say. That's just it. So, no, I'm not on medication. Yes, I am on medication, but I'm not on medication that, ow, you would think. Ow. Hold on for that second thought. Just a second. Oh. It's like having labor pains. Oh, I'm birthing my colon. it gets too bad, I'll have to go to the hospital. Can you imagine? They show up? Seriously? What's the problem? Look down there, you'll see it. I guarantee you will have never seen it before. I guarantee that. I'm the anomaly and you have never seen this before. I haven't when I saw it. I had to take a mirror. I'm sorry, this is probably really gross. I'm sorry. Ow. Oh. I took a mirror because I didn't know what they looked like. I do now. And they were up there further though. And it was like a bicycle tire. Like a puffed out bicycle tire. Now they're right there. Saying hello. Not so fond of that. So they may have to, I'm still, like I said, we're still waiting for surgery. So until they do that, and since it's Thanksgiving, they may have to truss me up like a turkey down there. Oh, buddy, that's tickling me. So yeah, I'm trussing me up. I'm not joking about that, but like a turkey I am, because I'm not one. Gobble, gobble. So you have to have a sense of humor. Honestly, with all of this happening in your body, you have to have one. I'd like to keep it light and funny, thank you. That's how I deal with things. And no, I don't need a therapist. No, I don't need to talk to somebody. What are they going to do exactly? How is that going to help exactly? So, sorry, somebody just sent me a message. It honestly, it doesn't help. Like I said, there was something happening in my life where my son landed in hospital twice. And I was so distraught about potentially losing a son that I went to see somebody. And that was the last time I did that. Because she didn't have, number one, there was no Kleenex in there. I was looking around to see her credentials. Gotta have credentials, right? I'm a medical technologist. I have credentials. So I'm looking around to see hers. And I have, I have crime scene investigation, blood spatter, interpretation, all of that stuff. So I'm looking around to see her credentials. Where are they? So she came back into the room because she was getting a photocopy of something. Okay. She sat down. Oh, and she got me Kleenex. So thank you so much. Because we're polite Canadians. And so I grabbed the Kleenex box and I said thank you. And time was just about up, ding, ding. And she said, I made a list here for you. And I said, oh, I said a list of what? You know? And she said, well, of books that I'm reading. Books that you're reading? Yes. I thought you may like them. Does it have anything to do with what we just spoke about? No, I just thought you'd like them. So her advice to me was to read her books that she's been reading that have nothing to do with anything I said to her at all. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. So I went back to work. And a few months later, I get a call at work. Ring, ring. And it was her asking me if I wanted to make another appointment. And I said, no, that's okay, thanks. I'm fine. Yeah, I'm good. So when people, or I've had people say really stupid jackass shit, that you should really go talk to somebody. Really? And have a book presented to me? No, thank you. There is nothing that anybody can do to talk to me about what's happening with me in my body. It is me who is going through it, and I'm the one that has to manage it. I'm the one that has to deal with it every single day, every single minute, every single second of the day. So there is nobody that is living what I'm living, just me. And I have to handle it the best way I can. The best way I can is through positivity. I have my positivity bubble around me. Sometimes people like to poke holes in it. I quickly try to fill them up. But I try to keep that bubble of positivity around me, as best I can. And do things that I can around here as best I can, because I'm, shut in. You got it. So I try to do as much things as I can in an apartment. They moved me from a house to a, what are they called? Sorry, brain's not functioning right now. This happens. Townhouse. So I lived in a townhouse. See, that's what I have to deal with the brain, because I have lesions on it. I lived in a townhouse, and they moved me from a townhouse to a one-bedroom apartment because they didn't want me falling down anymore, because I broke my ankle and my heel. So they didn't want me falling down anymore, considering I have POTS and I do face plants sometimes. Yeah. So, and this is it. And with things that are happening with me, I very rarely go anywhere. And that's why, like I said, that concert was massive. It was massive for me to do. Massive. With, on top of that, the emotional roller coaster of what that day was. It was massive. It was massive. Not only did Dan die that day, but I was seeing Elton John, and that was my bucket list, because I'll never see him again. In fact, I'll probably never be going to another concert again. So it was a very emotional day for me. And on top of that, I couldn't take my liquid food in with me. So I had no food, liquid food. Anyways, ta-ta. As he had ta-ta. So that's what I do. I humor. Humor. As much humor as I could possibly go. And, I laughed at one point in time that I thought Dan's dad was the cat's ass. Seriously. Not literally the cat's ass, but I thought he was the cat's ass when he was talking about squirrels. Maybe it was a squirrel's ass. I don't know. But he was a cat's ass, because he squirrel. He has these things with squirrels. And so somebody, I guess, missed it. And so, said to me, I was cuckoo, crazy. And I said, did you not see what his father did? And that's what I was reacting to. And I do make videos because a lot of times it's very difficult for me to type, because that little teeny weeny keyboard, very difficult on the eyes. Ooh, and I have these, and I got to put 2 of them on. It's really tough to see, and I just got laughed at today because I look like a bug. So, all that being said, humor. Keep humor in your life with all stuff going on. It's the best way to deal with things. Okay? That's what I'm trying to say. And I'm being perfectly, no joking aside. Put joking aside. Keep humor. And positivity. And that's what I'm about. And uplifting. So, there you got it. Mish, on a Sunday when I got my church that came to see me. So woo woo. And now I'm going to go get my candles because I have none. So whoa, that's not a good idea. So peace out. Mish. I forgot to say one last thing. Oh. Forgot to say, I gotta take these off because my eyes get so dry, it's not funny now. I have my lids, seriously, they get so dry, my lids stick to my eyeball. I've never had that before until all of this shit started happening. And I'm like going, trying to pull them apart in the morning. It's the weirdest shit that happens to me. Anyways, I did forget to say when I was closing, and I did, be kind, be good to one another, be compassionate and caring. We all put our pants on the same way. Our insides are all the same. And as Elton John would say, we all need love. The world needs a lot more love. And I tend to agree with him. So, with that, do not be, Carol Burnett, asshats. Do not be an asshat. Creepy shit person, stop it. Knock it off. Stop it. I don't feel like getting into these long, drawn out, yappy, crappy shit with you. Don't be asshats. You know? There's no need for it. If you see something you don't like, bypass it. It's that simple. It's not rocket science. Bypass it. Super easy. So, on that note, on a Sunday, Thanksgiving, I am thankful for life. I am thankful that I'm here. I am thankful that I have a beautiful family, my boys. I'm thankful for my grandchildren, for my daughter-in-laws, for my birth mom, I'm thankful just to breathe. I'm thankful. I'm thankful for people that follow me on YouTube. I'm thankful that they think that my story is remotely interesting to follow. I thank everyone for doing that. And there's one person that I super, super, super thank, and that's Dan Pee-wee Thomas, who gave me the guts to do this. They're in there. My guts are in there. But he gave them to me to do this. So, that's to you. You know? Say, get out there and do it. Just do it. You have a camera? Do it. And I did. So, peace, love, be kind, be good to each other. Don't be, like I said, asshats. Happy Thanksgiving to all my Canadian buds. Mish out. My life is really not dull. And in the last one, I sounded like a munchkin. I don't know how, but I did.